Hey guys, Matt here. Welcome back to this week's portfolio update. I like to show my portfolio once a week, once every other week, somewhere around then, as I believe that sets me apart from the other stock YouTubers out there, and that I show my receipts. And I gotta say, we're looking a little worse than last week, but overall, we are very, very slowly making our way up. Now, I was doing better earlier this week before the Fed did their thing where they were raising interest rates and they said they weren't going to stop anytime soon. So there is that. Now, Palantir has earnings on Monday, and Jivo has earnings on Tuesday. Now, I'll be out of town starting tomorrow and throughout most of next week, so I won't be able to give my gut reaction to either of these via YouTube video. I will be posting something on my Instagram, link in the description, so if you want to get a gut reaction, just follow me there. Otherwise, I will probably have a video out next Friday talking at least on Jivo and probably touching on Palantir as well. Now, as far as my strategy going forward, at least for the next few weeks, I want to talk about Google and Meta. Unless you've been living under a rock, you know that these stocks have been hit hard. Very hard. Like, if you take a look at Meta, Meta hasn't seen these prices in over 5 years. I believe we're talking 2015 when we last hit these prices. Yeah, Meta has been roughed over. If you take a look at the PE, 4 PE of 12 and higher than the trailing PE, like, it's a value stock, and yeah, I've never thought I'd see Meta as this much of a value stock, but here we are. Same with Google. Google, a 4 PE of 15? I never thought I'd see this with Google, but here we are. And the reason I'm bringing this up is that I plan on investing heavily into both of these stocks, even given the massive downturn and the massive beating it's been getting this past year and a half. And I want to talk about why. Now, if you're new to my channel, every week, every Monday, I put $300 into a growth stock and $300 into a value stock. And as far as my growth stocks, like I said, I'm focusing on these two heavily. And the reason being is we all know what big power players Google and Meta is. And I want to separate Meta from Metaverse. We'll get to the Metaverse in a second. But we all know that Google and Meta make most of their revenue through ads. And we also know that due to the economic conditions, the economic climate that we're in right now, a lot of businesses are reducing their ad budgets. Once they fall in hard times, that's one of the first things that go is their ads. And so, yeah, Google and Meta have been hit heavily, and they will probably continue to be hit heavily until businesses as a whole make a huge comeback. The YouTube ad revenue, people aren't spending as much on YouTube ads, and as a result, Google earnings is suffering. Same with Meta. And so this right here screams nothing but opportunity because, we all know that once the economy rightens, so either two things will happen. We will have a complete economic meltdown, or the economy will eventually get back to normal, and ad budgets will increase again. Now, whether that be 6 months, a year, 2 years from now, ad revenues, ad budgets and stuff, they will get back on track. And once that happens, Google and Meta will shoot back up. With his strong performers, look at Meta, all right? I know the Metaverse is the whole thing. It's a whole sticking point. But who competes with Meta on Facebook? No one. The closest competitor on Meta or Facebook would be Twitter. And that's not going to be a thing for a while, and depending on what Elon does. And so once ad revenue comes back, yeah, these stocks will shoot up unless the economy breaks down completely, which I don't think is going to happen. And so these stocks being at multi-year lows, yeah, this is a blessing. Now, I will be focusing more on Google than Meta, and I'll tell you why right now. So you see my Ghost of the Show poster in the background, and yeah, I'm really big into the whole cyberpunk thing. And by proxy, the VR thing. And so personally, I really do want the metaverse thing to become a reality. I would be interested in seeing how this turns out. However, investors are rightfully trepidatious as to how this is going to turn out because we don't have a finished product. I know they're coming out with a new VR headset soon, but as far as the vision that Zuckerberg is going for, we don't have results yet. And so, with Facebook and Meta spending more and more money on this, like I said, investors are rightfully worried. And as much as I would love to be able to say with any certainty that this thing is going to work. I don't know that. I can't prove that at all. And so I have to, as much as I believe in Meta, like I can't overextend myself. And so while I will be buying more Meta because I do love Meta and its products, I will be focusing more on Google. Google's business model is very simple and it's not changing anytime soon. But anyways, take care, have a great day, and eat your vegetables.